Today, we talk about
the most comfortable shoe ever?
the Ultra Boost 4.0 5th year anniversary edition.
Oh, we got the clickbait out the way.
Oh look, it matches the yellow. Oh,
It's pure fire.
Also, look how it just sparkles in the light. Ooh, sparkling. So let me give you guys a quick on foot of the kit. You can kind of see the touch of 3M sheening off just nice, just right, just dancing right off. Actually, I have some better examples of showing off that 3M, so why don't we cut to that now. Oh, look at the 3M. Just look at it. Look at the 3M. Just look at the damn 3M, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. 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 But for real, let me just take a few steps in these so you guys can see. Well, staying alive. Staying alive. See, this is at a half size up. I got that much toe room. For those of you curious, apparently went to an Adidas in Boston when I was making my first purchase of Ultra Boost. And in that Adidas store for the 1.0s, I was told that my true size would be a 12 for the Ultra Boost, just to give you that little bit of wiggle room in the toe box. So I've been sticking to 12, or I'm sorry, I've been sticking to my quote true to size, and when people refer to their most commonly true to size, which of course is different to everybody and means different things to different people in technical terms. I'm data. Anyway, my regular size, if you were asking me across the board, what is my most common size in most shoes, it would be an 11, usually in Nikes and ish like that. For Ultra Boost, for 1.0s, it's a 12 with the insoles out. For 2.0s, it's an 11.5 with the insoles out. For the 3s, it's an 11.5 with the insoles out. And then for the 4.0s, I have the insoles in, and I went to a, just double checked, half size up. And with the insoles in, it's very comfortable with the size you just saw, with still that little bit of wiggle room, which is great. Now, I had just recently discussed a video about the React technology and the Epic React Flyknit. And to be honest with you, I think the Epic React Flyknit looks better than these do. And this to me is the best colorway of the Ultra Boost 4.0s. Personally speaking, I think these are the best colorways, or I should say the best colorway. This colorway being inspired by the 5th year anniversary of Boost technology, and the Energy Boost, which was the first Boost model, featured these yellow highlights on them, so they carried that over into the Ultra Boost, which includes the insole, which I'll just briefly show you real quick, but as you can see there. But otherwise, it's a technically core black, not triple black, because the outsoles that the midsoles that classic white Boost foam, but you've got the Continental rubber outsole with the yellow torsion, again a tie back to that original Boost. I love this like 3D printed material, tactile feel to the cup heel, or the heel cup I should say. Very nice sheen of silveriness to the cage. Love the cage, prefer the cage to the uncaged. You see the yellow lace tips obviously, and then that lovely sheen. So I always knew I liked the core black Ultra Boost 1.0s, but I held off, and I'm glad I did, because this kind of satisfies my desire to have a core black Ultra Boost while also being extra dimensional in having that 4.0 material, which has its own unique look, which I love. Very sturdy, very plush, very soft, but also has the 3M lace throughout it, so it's not just core black, but it has this extra layer of 3M sheen to it, both for nighttime and just during the day. You definitely notice that sheen and that glitter. Now, comfort-wise, which is the most comfortable? I'll probably do a Boost's own separate video, both from all my Boost models, because I pretty much have one of each marquee model at this point, versus just just the Ultra Boost comparison video, 1.0 versus 2, 3, and 4, and the 3.5 if you want to call the SNS Sneaker Exchange Social Status, Sneaker Exchange Adidas Consortium Ultra Boost. Whatever. Yeah, maybe I'll do just a dedicated video comparing all of them. But as of right now, I would say this is climbing up the charts as far as comfort goes in the Ultra Boost line, simply from the fact that I can leave the insoles in and still be comfortable. But secondly, I'm having a hard time comparing it to the 1.0 creams, which to me, in my opinion, up until I wore these, was the most comfortable Ultra Boost I had tried on ever. I know that sounds silly because I do have multiple 1.0 Ultra Boost colorways, but again, I think we should just leave it for its own video. Anyway, these are great, but style-wise, I don't think they look as good, even though these look great compared to the Epic Reacts, because I think the Epic Reacts just have a few more layers to them. But the Core Black is a great colorway for Ultra Boost. So in the future, or even if you want to go back retroactively and buy like old model Ultra Boost, the Core Black of any version of them I think is fantastic. Too much of a gray gradient mixed in there I think kind of turns me off, but hey, if it turns you on, do you. It's really all I have to say. Really wasn't that expensive. I was not able to take advantage of the glitch sale, which was the day I was actually looking at this. The one day I don't check Reddit during the day, and then the sale's over. So I had to pay full price for these, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, and well, what do we have here? Is that a Continental rubber on my tire for my car? German engineering, baby.
And did you actually know the heel cup of the Ultra Boost, where it actually says Ultra Boost on it, was actually inspired by the BMW?
Say.
Not a ton of resemblance, but itty wittity.
So yeah, final thoughts. Fantastic shoe. Glad to add a Core Black Ultra Boost to the collection. I highly recommend it to all y'all. With that said, I try to collect the best colorway of each 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 Ultra Boost. And in my opinion, as we're getting into past the mid-year mark, just about for 2018, I would say this is probably going to be the best 4.0 colorway to release, in my opinion, given its association with the 5 years of Boost anniversary and the nice little yellow touches and the interesting knit. Not only that, but it's coupling with all this 3M goodness. Really can't see anything topping this, and the more I look at them, the more I fall in love with them. And squish factor after a full day of wear, pretty good. Can't complain. Not a lot of wear and tear on the sole, which is great. And yeah.
So I decided to give the 4.0 another shot. Just had to run some errands, figured why not. And I'm glad I did, because I have some new information for y'all. Basically, the Boost is a lot more firm. It loves to remind you that it's there. And that's not a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing depending on what you're looking for. So yeah, it's definitely talking to you. This Boost really does talk to you. It's like, hey, I'm here. Hi, I'm your friend Boost. I'm here. And especially in the forefront area and even in the heel, you get two little hot spots where it just reminds you, like, hey. Again, not a good or bad thing. Just depends on how firm of a feel you want. But these are not very limited, so go check out your local foot store to check it out.
Where I belong, where are we going? Best aisle in the entire grocery store, for sure. Essentials. Gotta stack up on these. And you know what? Screw Dollar Shave Club. I'm going back to the roots. I got the whole pack. These Basic.
Yeah, I don't care how old I get. Every time I go grocery shopping, which isn't often, but every time I go, I have to ride it out. It ain't what it ain't. So yeah, I really can't give you an official answer, unfortunately. Clickbait. But yeah, this is definitely a contender for most comfortable shoe ever, especially from the point of view of a non-collector. If you're just looking for the most comfortable shoe and you don't care about colorways and day-to-day, then get the 4.0. That's your best bet. If you really do care about collecting, then the 1.0 just edges out the 4.0 as far as comfort and look. But outside of that, it's very, very close. The margins like that, like that. Oh, the other thing too is I'm very pleasantly surprised with the fact that staying at my half size up, which is my 2.0 and 3.0 Ultra Boost size, compared to a full size up for my 1.0 size, this is the only pair of Ultra Boosts of the 1 through 4.0 that I don't have to take the insole out, and I don't feel comfortable with the constricting knit pattern in the upper. So big plus for the 4.0. Not really a lot else to the history of the shoe, and it's in this own dedicated video. Maybe when I do Ultra Boost, I'll go into the history of the Ultra Boost when I'm comparing all the models. Maybe that'll be a thing. Or if you want me to do something different with the Ultra Boost, as far as like a dedicated video or different shoot-off video ideas you have, let me know, because I'm trying to churn these out. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, I should probably get back to work because I got to work the second shift to pay for these shoes, among other shoes I'm planning to buy. So we'll see you on the next one. We out. Peace.